Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Thanks for waiting. Holla if you hear me. Holla, holla, holla. Yo, we got John Hall in here. Mr. Hall, how you doing, my man? We got Colby Covington. What's up, dude? Smoothie Silk. Smoothie Silk, no rush. Nah. Jigga Josh, man, I knew you'd come, bro. You never miss one, man. I appreciate all the support, man. So we got the DFS club in here. This is basically going to be our members only podcast. So if you guys are watching, you're not part of the club, you're kind of getting a freebie this one. But with that said, let's get the homework out the way, guys. If you want to join the DFS club, you ask yourself, what the hell is the DFS club? You just bet on fights. You don't play DFS. Well, let me tell you, you go to dfsclub.com. You got two providers in one, DFS Space, my brother from another mother, myself, Skywalker DFS. You get every single sport. You get every sport. NBA, what? NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, NASCAR, soccer, esports, UFC, WNBA, college sports, guys, UFC, what? EuroLeague basketball. All you got to do is click join now. You get my lineups, guys. You get ownership, projections, top stacks, you name it. We got you guys. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, so I get credit. And hell, you can ask the family that's in here right now. Is the DFS club the real deal? You ask them. They're all in here right now, guys. Cheapest in the industry. It's not even close, guys. This is for my lineups, ownership, projections. And we don't just do DFS. We got a sports book in here. It's called Squallman Sports Book. We do prize picks like you wouldn't believe. We do the members only podcast 1 hour for a lock. This is basically how we're doing the UFC members only podcast right now because I've dug through this slate, damn it, and we got to take some shots. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We got our bronze, silver, and gold plans, guys. All the plans are for everything. The only difference is the more you pay up, the more you save, guys. That's it. It's that simple. DFSclub.com, guys. Right in the old prison pocket, says P-Train. That sounded like my night tonight on NBA and NHL because I missed the damn news, man. Jeez. All right, so let's bring it up. Let's go right to the freaking card, man. Hopefully it doesn't freeze up on me. All right. Hey, it didn't freeze up. We'll take a victory right there, man. Let's see. Right in the old prison market. Let's go. It's also a Q&A, guys. This is why I'm doing this live. So you guys have any questions, drop them in the question section. The live questions. If you're watching on the replay, drop them in just the regular comment section. All right, so this is my Tapology. So if you guys don't know what Tapology is, it's basically where all the cappers go to place their picks. If you guys want to find my picks on here, it doesn't cost you anything. Go to Tapology and type in Skywalker DFS. You'll get all my fight picks. My winning percentage on here is phenomenal. I'm talking about 80%. 80%. So check it out. Now this card right here, I like all the freaking favorites. That's the problem. We all know that's a problem for this freaking card, right? All the favorites to me look great. To me, all the favorites look like they're going to win. But we can't do that. We can't do that in DFS. Sports wagering, if you guys want to make money, you can't really do that. You can, but you got to bet your ass off just to get like $10. So I'm going to take some shots, guys. I'm going to take some shots, but I'm going to explain to you why I'm also taking these shots and give you a little breakdown, what's going through my head. Agree, disagree. And I'd love to hear what you guys are taking. What shots you guys are taking for dogs. But let's start off with the first fight here. Let's view this. We got Luis Saldana versus Bruno Souza, guys. This fight right here, let me get the prices up here. So Luis Santana, 8.3K. Bruno Silva, 7.9K. As far as like my lineups go, DraftKings, FanDuel, this fight here is a straight fade for me. I'm not going to have much of this fight. Luis Santana, even if he does win, who I picked to win, he scores very low. I mean, on a win, he'll get you 50. Just low output. If you guys watched my first my initial video I put out on Monday night, you guys already know the breakdowns, man. It's just Luis, low volume, low cardio. I don't feel comfortable with the pick. I don't. But either way, man, Souza's also a low freaking low fantasy points guy, man. He's got good cardio though. He has better cardio out of the two. That's for damn sure. But his volume is so damn low too, man. He does go for takedowns. He just dances around the octagon, like he'll do circles. He'll circle the opponent around the octagon for the whole fucking round and not do shit, right? So I think it's a lose-lose situation. I think this one right here in particular, this fight is a pass for me, guys. But it's the first fight of the night, and ownership's going to be low on it. So DFS Club, I'll post ownership tomorrow. So we have the most. Let me pull all these up. So we have the most accurate freaking ownership. So the pick is Saldana, but this fight's a pure fade as far as DFS goes, man, because it's a lose-lose situation. You get Saldana, maybe you get you a 50. You pick Souza, maybe you get you a 60, right? So I don't think it's necessary to get to this fight. Next up, we got David Dvorak versus Matheus Nicolau. Let me pull up their prices here. I got them written down. There we go. So David Dvorak, 8.4K. Matheus Nicolau, 7.8K. So I picked Dvorak by decision here. As you can see here on Tapology, my official pick. I like this 8K range. Now, this is a pretty, I would say, a 60-50 fight. Like, I feel confident in this pick, but not super confident. David Dvorak's a striker. He's powerful. Nice kicks. Good takedown defense. Nicolau, man, he throws them leg kicks. Slick boxing. Nice 1-2, overhand right. He has good fight IQ. I got to give him that. He's got good cardio. He'll go for takedowns. But I think David's got more power in his strikes, man. And he goes out there to kill. He calls himself the Undertaker, for God's sakes. So I'll have some exposure to David Dvorak because I think that 8.4K price tag, especially if he gets a finish here, even in a decision, I think he scores pretty well. At least probably like 80 fantasy points. But again, not another fight I'm really looking to really roster. You know what I mean? But if you want to get off the chalk like these early fights, I think there's not going to be a lot of ownership on them. However, let's break this one down. Next up, we got Jennifer Maia versus Manon Fiorot. I don't speak French, so fuck if I know, how to properly pronounce her name. Man, I dug into this one. I really dug into this one because, first of all, you got Jennifer Maia, 6.8K. She's the cheapest fighter on the card. She's been in there with everybody. She fought Valentina. We all know the talking points here. She took Valentina down and held her down for that whole round. She won a round off the champ, right? Manon hasn't fought anybody. Manon has not fought anybody. This is a big step up in competition for her. Big step up. Does she got the goods? Yeah. Does she look like Ivan Drago's daughter? Yeah, she does. The problem is she's 9.4K. I do not see her paying off this price tag. In order for her to pay this off, she got to outscore Curtis Blaydes. She got to outscore tons of people with way more upside. First of all, you can see my pick there. I picked for her, but I picked by decision. So in a decision win for her, we're probably looking at maybe 80, and I'm being generous, maybe 90 fantasy points. Jennifer Maia is not getting finished here. She doesn't get finished. She's durable as fuck. Like, you're not going to finish this woman. Jennifer Maia, you got to think here. As a coach, as her coach, or as her, how am I going to win this fight? Am I going to stand there and strike? Or do what I do best, which is taking people down and grappling them, wrestling them, using my jiu-jitsu? I'm going to take a shot here. I'm going to have some sprinkles of Jennifer Maia as one of my dogs. Because I think it's just this line is too wide. It is too freaking wide, man. 6.8K. Frees up some salary. If she loses, maybe she lands, I don't know, 4 or 5 takedowns, maybe 4. Even in a loss, I think she scores really good. So the pick is Faro, but will I be rostering any of her? Absolutely not. Not for 9.4K. Jennifer Maia, yeah, I'll have some Jennifer Maia for bare minimal at 6.8K. Absolutely. Let's see what you guys say. Smoothie Silk, yeah. Don't see there being a finish. Yep. What's up, Straight Trippin'? Welcome, man. Thanks for joining, bro. Thanks for joining. So yeah, as far as like fantasy goes, I'm not gonna have 100% Maya as a dog. I'm not gonna put her in all my lineups, right? I'm not doing that. I have other dogs I'm gonna take a shot on, but I think she's definitely worth a look, given she's fought in the best in the weight division. She's held her own. She has that grappling. She has that takedown. We don't know what Fro looks like on the ground, do we? I haven't seen it. Have you? So I'm going to take a spot. I'm going to pick Fro as the winner, but I'm going to have sprinkles of Jennifer Maia as one of my underdog picks. This is where we're at. This is how this card is, man. I mean, the favorites are favored for a reason. I tape studied for freaking 10 straight days on this card. 10 straight days. So yeah, so she was limping a little bit, but at the ceremonial weigh-in, she looked fine. So I don't know if she had a cramp, which is very likely because when you're cutting weight, you're sucking all the moisture out of your body. So chances are she probably had a cramp in her leg. No big deal, dude. I don't think that's going to play a factor in this fight. Tough GBP card. Yeah, I mean, tough GBP, but easy cash, right? I think on a cash line, you can have legitimately probably have like 2 losses on your lineup and still cash in a double up. I honestly think that. So a good way to attack this card DFS wise is to play cash games, double ups. Absolutely. I agree 100%. So I'm taking the shots with Maya on my freaking lineups. Next up, we got Kizria versus I'll call him Denise because there's only one N in his name. You guys might be surprised by this one. So you guys can see my Tapology pick is in. Oh, what's up, Easy? You want to hop on, bro? Let me know. I'll send you an invite right now if you want to get in on this, if you want to hop on. Not as cool, bro. No pressure. I love this kid. I love this Russian here. He's a little flabby. He looks like your uncle that don't work out, that just been sitting on the couch. But this dude is long overdue in the UFC. He's 9.3K. This guy Denis at 6.9K, man. Not good from what I've seen. I see an all-day first-round finish here for the Russian. Will I have shares of him? Absolutely. I think he goes overlooked. I think because he's right in that price range at 9.3. You got Blaydes up there, right? So will I try and get to him and Blaydes? Yeah. What do I see going down here? First-round submission. First-round submission for the Russian. And this is my most confident pick on the card, guys. Who's this guy? Yo, what's up? This is Schroeder. Y'all know me. Hi, everybody. So this is Schroeder. MLB starts next month. Schroeder can't wait. I can't wait. So we can do those MLB videos, right? He says, yeah, you're right. Schroeder does his, tell him. Schroeder does his home run picks, guys. So Schroeder and I up all night studying MLB too. So yeah, Easy, let me know in the comments, bro. If you want to hop on, man. Let me know. I'll send you an invite right now. But yeah, give me the Russian here, guys. I think, again, my most confident pick on the card. I think he gets a first-round submission and gets that 9.3 price tag. And I think it's a good captain, too, over on FanDuel. I think low owned, too. I think people are just going to auto-put Blaydes in that captain spot, which is probably the right thing to do, you know. But, you know, what if Daukaus catches them with one? We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen. I don't see any way Denis here catches nobody. He stands in the middle. He doesn't move. All right, cool. Easy's going to jump on. I'll send it to you on Discord. He stands there. He doesn't move. And so what the Russian's going to do, he's going to take him down. Maybe he might ground and pound him, yeah. But then I think he just locks in like a choke submission or something like that. I think he makes easy work of Denis here. Let me get this invite over to Easy real quick. That's how we do my videos, man. We just do them on the fly. You never know what's going to happen. You just never freaking know. Let's see. Where you at, Easy? Yo, Easy. Let's see. Yeah. Get rid of that. Let's see, Easy. Where you at? Where are you at on my list here? I gotta scroll down. We have so many family members in DFS Club. I gotta scroll through everybody here. Yeah. Sometimes Discord is just a pain in my butt. Easy, send me a message real quick on Discord so you can just pop right up. I mean, I'll just shoot you the invite right now. Right now. Hell yeah, he is. I love, we don't always agree on fights, but man, I love to hear his side of things. So on Discord, Easy, send me a message, hi, and I'll send you the link, brother. All right, so yeah, give me the rush. And if you guys are gonna bet this fight too, I'd go on a prop bet. I would go first round submission. I don't know what the odds are on that, but I'm sure you get some pretty good value on that first round submission. I think a lot of people are gonna go like first round knockout, right? Because does have decent ground and pound, but I'd probably take the submission prop here. All right, there he is. Okay. All right, Easy. It's in. I leave limited windows up because lately my computer's been crashing while I've been doing these live streams. So I don't want that to happen. All right, so let's give it a second. You guys have any questions? Leave it in the freaking question spot over here, man. Let's go. This is basically a members only podcast for free today. That's how we're gonna do it. Again, Tapology, you guys want to see all my picks on there? It's easy. Skywalker DFS. The one and only, guys. The one and only. Look at this. I got a blurry screen up behind me. Doesn't look the best, but I mean, it's what StreamYard offers. And I don't know how to work my new camera yet. I'm going to have my nephew come over here and figure that shit out for me. So yeah, while we're waiting for Easy, next up, we got Bagaro Danya. I can't pronounce his name. 8.5K. Versus Chris Gutierrez, now at 7.7K. Now, it depends on who you ask on this fight. Bayreal, I like a lot because I think he gets a first-round knockout here. And at 8.5K, that's going to look very nice in your lineups. The problem is Chris Gutierrez is pretty freaking good. Chris Gutierrez is hard to hit. Chris Gutierrez dances around a lot. Chris Gutierrez throws them nasty leg kicks. That's when I think he gets in trouble. Gutierrez, when he throws them leg kicks, most of the times when fighters throw kicks, that's when they get hit. And we all know my man right here has got one punch knockout power. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from the ATL, coming to you at like 2:30, 3:30 in the morning from the ATL, DFS Whispers. Yo, Easy. Tell them where you're from.
What's good? Man, I'm glad I was able to catch you.
Hold on, let me grab my headset so I can hear you.
All right. We good?
All right. Go ahead.
All right, we good now?
We're good now. I had to
There
put
we
my
go.
ears in.
There we go. There we go. What's good, man? I'm happy I was able to catch you.
Fuck, who you telling, man? Me too. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
it don't feel like a show without you anymore, bro.
man. Yeah, we got to get these picks in because it's a tough GPP card, man.
Woo,
It's
man. You
is
gotta close your eyes and put in a fighter that you don't feel 100%. Oh, look at this.
Yo, what's happening?
Yo, AJ. I knew you'd come.
How you feeling, bro?
I'm better now. You guys are on here. How you guys doing, man?
Man, we good, man.
You look all nice in that
Good,
shirt,
good.
bro.
we out here, man, trying to figure this slate out.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, I'm interested to hear what you guys have to think. AJ, man, you looking smooth, bro. You got that nice collar shirt on, man. Where you shop at?
Hold on, man. Let me get right. Real quick.
Man, hey, what you got on this card this week, man?
Listen, I don't know, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of following my brother's lead on this. So he's kind of guided me. So, man. Yeah, I think we kind of been going back and forth for a minute on this.
Man, he's always my dog guy. Whenever I'm like 50-50 on a fight, I'll just be like, hey, yo, AJ, watch the weigh-ins real quick and just tell me who you got on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even need to know the fighters or anything. Just go off of energy.
That's what I'm saying. That's good advice too.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. But yeah, what fights you got up?
So let's go back here real quick. I didn't get that far into it, thank God, because I was kind of hoping you'd see it and come in. So Saldana and Souza, my view was it's a fade because I think you lose either way because both these guys ain't gonna score very high. What's your thought on this one?
Yeah, that's my same exact thoughts because I did a UFC video earlier today, but I kind of like Souza to win this fight, but for DraftKings purposes, I just don't like this fight at all because Souza's he got that karate stance. He's going to dance around the big cage, avoid pretty much most of what Saldana is doing. And Saldana doesn't really have a good gas tank either. So 2022, man, I'm not betting on bad gas tanks anymore. So Souza, if I had a gun to my head, but really I'm just staying away from it DK wise.
Yeah, that's totally my take. Except I took Saldana, but I mean, it's 50-50, dude. But and who you got with Dvorak and Matthias Nicolau?
Yeah, this is another one where DK wise, I just don't know if I'm gonna get there because I don't see a finish in this fight. And Nicolau and Dvorak, they both are gonna need a finish in order to score well. And personally, I was on the Nicolai's side because I feel like the strength of competition is on Nicolai's side. Even though Dvorak is legit, but I feel like this is a little too much. Or I guess to put it in better terms, this is a show me spot for me. Like, show me, are you actually the goods or not? So I'm going to sit back and enjoy this fight.
No, I'm glad you said that because that's been like the saying for the last two cards. This is a show me. This is a show me. And what have they done? They've shown us, right?
They've showed out.
The reason why I like this fight is it's the price tag, dude. The mid 8K range, right? You got David's 8.4, and if you're on Nicolau like you are, he's 7.8. So that's not a bad. You're not getting a bad price tag on either one here.
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right. Now and then I went into a lot of detail on this one on why I'm gonna have some shares of Jennifer Maia. Basically, it's
limp gate.
This is where we're at. I want to hear your side of this right now. Let's go easy.
There's a lot of chatter going on Twitter if Manon Fiorot is hurt or not, but this is another fight where it's just stay away from me on DraftKings. Now I can understand taking some shots on Maia at 6,900 because in a decision, this is one of those weeks where we don't have like on the underdog side of things, 7K range. We just don't have much there, and the little that we got, not most of them are not high scorers. So you could get away with throwing Maia in your lineup and taking a 30 points or a 40 something points if she wins, because that might even end up being on the optimal lineup. Because we've seen bad cards like this on the DFS side of things. You have a 5 out of 6 outscoring a 6 out of 6. So it'll be interesting to see what their ownerships are. But if I were making a pick, I'm rocking with Manon Fiorot still, even with all the videos on Twitter with the apparent leg injury.
It's not a leg injury. When you cut weight, you
Yep.
suck out all the moisture out of your body. It's just a cramp, dude. She looked fine at the ceremonial weigh-in.
Yep.
My thought here was
Mhm.
Maya's fought I pick, as you can see, I pick Furrow by decision. But my thought is, as far as DFS, Maya's the cheapest fighter on this card.
Yep.
She has to know. Her coaches have to know. In order for her to even have a shot, she has to take her down.
Yep.
What if she does that?
Her problem is we've got a large enough sample size where even against Chukagian, where just take her down, she still wouldn't do it. Like she just refused. I mean, in how many, in however many UFC fights she's had now, she's only got like 2 takedowns. For as good of a wrestler and black belt she is, that's not good.
Yeah, but you gotta chase down Chukagian. You know she does that freaking sidestep around the freaking octagon, the whole freaking
when they first fought, she did it easily when she wanted to.
Yeah.
It's just she just never goes for it.
And this is how desperate I am, dude. And Furrow, like, she went for 4 takedowns her last fight.
Yeah.
That's that would be a mistake, I think, against Jennifer Maia.
Yeah,
that's going into her territory.
Yep, if I was Fiorot, I wouldn't engage it at all. That's why I'm kind of staying away from this fight, because I like other 9K fighters below Fiorot anyway.
Yeah, that's the bottom line, Easy, is even if you're taking Fiorot, as far as DFS goes, is she going to pay off that 9.4K price tag?
Yep.
I say no.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think so either.
All right. So, but I'm gonna. She's one of my dogs that I'm gonna take. But the pick is Furrow. And then, what do you think about this new Russian guy? Should have been the UFC, in my opinion, a couple of years ago. Okay. Against Denis. Who you got here, man?
I got Kizriev. He's one of my favorite picks on the card, especially DFS wise. I was hoping DraftKings would have dropped the prices earlier when he was like a -2 something. We could have had him in the 8K range, but 9,200, 9,300. I'm still gonna go there. The price tag is good. I think he pays it off, and he's one of those fighters. Contrast to Jennifer Maia, he knows what he needs to do, and he's gonna chase it immediately.
I agree, dude. I agree.
I can see the Russian going over on Prize Picks at 116, mainly because of his style of fighting and the way we expect him to win. He's gonna go over if it plays out that way.
Yeah, that's an interesting prop.
Hell, I wish DraftKings scored like Prize Picks for MMA. You'd see some crazy ass scores.
Like you would.
You'd see a lot of 100-point scores, and I'm talking 150s.
So yeah, but I was saying like how the Russian, like, he's a good pivot, I think, because he's in that price range where, I mean, yeah, if you can get the Blaydes and him, that'd be great. But
that's my goal this week,
right?
And I think I found a way to do it because I'm only playing one lineup this week.
You are?
One, yeah. I just don't like the card enough, and we got a break next week, so I'm not trying to give DraftKings back too much.
And save up some money for MLB coming up, man. For your Braves, man.
April 7th. Man, that's my Braves are kind of pissing me off. It's like we can't.
Dude.
How do we win the World Series and can't keep anybody?
Freddie Freeman, y'all really gonna let him go for Matt Olson?
Yeah, I mean Matt Olson's a Georgia boy, so I guess. But
yeah, but
they gotta find a
Oakland A's, man.
Gotta find a silver lining somewhere.
Yo, Easy. This is Schroeder. What's happening, man?
What's up, Schroeder? Shit, I'm ready for them MLB picks. Schroeder.
He says, "I'm ready for Behind the Capper. I don't miss one episode."
Hey, yeah, I need to get DC on, man. I keep chasing them around.
I can get him on there. I can get him on there. Let me talk this space.
Yeah, we
We'll get him
talked
on there.
briefly about it. Just waiting on a couple things. Once he gets a couple things situated, he'll be on there. That'll
Yeah,
be a fun episode, just like yours.
He's got to come out of his shell. He's just a little shy. We'll get him there.
I feel you. I actually just started a new show today too.
Oh, I'll have to check it out. What is the new show?
Just online fight commentary. Just find some random ass videos online and do some commentary on it.
Oh, I can send you some of my street fight videos that I got into while doing loss prevention, and you can break them down.
Hell yeah, send them to me.
Because I'll tell you what, I'm undefeated in the streets, and I got video to prove it.
Hey, send them to me, man. I'm gonna have a whole Skywalker series.
Hey, I'll do it. I'll do it. I did loss prevention at Target, and that was when we were able to tackle people. So I got those videos saved. You best believe that.
Hell yeah, shit. I'll check out the first video. It was a bathroom fight between a Patty Pimblett lookalike, so I just called it Patty versus Vargas. It was a good little 2-minute scrap.
That's about right. That's about right for a street fight. A little 2 minutes, and everybody's out of gas. What do you got here, man? You going with Gutierrez or Donna here?
Man, this one got me pulling my hair out, man, because Dana, he got power, bro. Like, Dana got that power. And Chris Gutierrez got the leg kicks. And Gutierrez's leg kicks are lethal. When it comes to the striking, man, it's as close as it can get. But Dana got speed and power. Gutierrez got the leg kicks that could nullify some of that power. Earlier in the week, well, most of the week, I've been siding with Gutierrez to get a close decision. But I'm seeing so much love on Gutierrez that I'm starting to. There's a lot of sneaky value on Dana on DraftKings this week. Like, there's a lot of sneak because Gutierrez has never been knocked out. But like I always say with these guys, he's never faced a puncher like Dana before. So we really don't know how he'll react. And when Dana touches you, man, when Dana touches you, you physically see dudes like welts, and you clearly see them. They just don't want to be in there anymore. And wasn't his nickname the Mongolian Murderer before?
Yeah, he changed it, but I get it. I get why he did.
Yeah. But I mean, that was a cool ass nickname.
Hell yeah,
Mongolian Murderer. Because the dude's fist, man, is really a weapon. Like, his fists are really weapons. So overall on this fight, man, I ended up not being on my lineup, but 9 times out of 10, I'm going to make an extra lineup and Dana might be on it. And I still feel like Gutierrez may win a decision, but the value DraftKings-wise is more on Dana because he scores more when he wins.
And he's only 8.5K.
Exactly, which if he wins, especially by knockout, he's crushing that price tag at super low ownership because damn near everybody under the sun is on the Gutierrez side of things here.
You know, and here's how I see it playing out. I see Gutierrez throwing them nasty, nasty fucking kicks, man. And I think that's when Dana catches them. You know how they do? When they throw a kick, you leave your face exposed, and then boom. I think it's going to be lights out. I picked Dana first round knockout here.
Okay.
If I was prop betting. You got to look at my Tapology from last week, man. If I was prop betting, I would have been a very rich man, dude.
Yeah, I
got the rounds. I got how it was going to go down.
Nice.
Shit was crazy, dude.
Yeah, I think I got like a 67% on Tapology right now. I'm trying, but this week, man, might really drop my percentages. Hopefully not.
Too.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not either. All right, so yeah, I'm on the side with you. I think I like the value on Dana, but also there's value on Gutierrez. I mean, if it goes to the judges, none of these guys are low volume. They're both high volume. So,
and this is one of those fights where either way, like I said, we don't have much underdogs on this card. So, honestly, a 80, you could get away with it this week.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Especially if Gutierrez puts up an 80 or a 75. He won't kill you. Because this, I could easily see only 1 or 2 underdogs winning all fight card.
I wouldn't be surprised if no underdogs won.
Me neither. I wouldn't be. I legit wouldn't be surprised.
All right. How about this one? How about we got Sarah McMahon at 7.3K going up versus Carol Rosa, man, at 8.9K. What do you got here, man? All right.
Okay, so I'm a big fan of Carol Rosa. And I mean, she has the tools, striking wise, volume wise, some of the best you'll see in WMMA. But we're talking about Sarah McMahon here, the Olympic wrestler, silver medalist, man.
She's
And
jacked, too. She's still
that
jacked.
she's still huge. You don't want her on top of you. Her top
Oh,
pressure is
I wouldn't
still
mind it.
good. Now I know she could quit sometimes, and she could look for the door. But man, her level of competition is just different, bro. Like the strength of schedule, and Rosa, she will get taken down. Like she's not gonna stop McMahon's takedowns. And Rosa has some grappling in her own back pocket, but she's been subbed twice out of her 3 losses. And Sarah McMahon at 7,300 it's just too hard to ignore on a card where the dogs don't have that much upside. Rosa has been subbed and is liable to make mistakes on the ground. McMahon can at least land some takedowns and get some good control time. It's not even out the realm of possibility that McMahon may win a 3-round decision here.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So even
I
though
agree.
in a perfect world, I think Rosa should win this fight and possibly even in the second round, like you got it, but there's some weird feeling in me that's saying McMahon may shock the world one more time.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, her wrestling checks out. The only thing that doesn't check out with her is her cardio in that 3rd round.
Yeah.
And that's what
That's
Rosa's
when
still
it gets
fresh in the
dicey.
3rd round.
That's when
And I
it
think
gets
that's going to
dicey.
be the difference here.
Yep. No, that's facts. It's just McMahon, man, especially if she's able to dictate this fight in her on her terms, it'll get real dicey for Rosa. But this is a fight where honestly I'd have shares of both. I
Yeah.
like Rosa. I'm a big fan of Rosa, but I feel like she may get a vet lesson here.
Yeah, that's fair. Straight tripping. I don't think
Yeah,
there's any fights on here to stack in a GPP.
yeah. I don't like stacking fights in general because I just don't like starting off my lineup with the intention of losing one spot.
Right.
Like, I don't want to have a lineup that could potentially go 5 out of 6. Now, in certain places, I can understand stacking, and if I'm doing it anywhere, it's only in cash. Which this week, as tough as it is for GPPs, it's a pretty easy card for cash.
Yeah, double ups. I mean,
Yeah.
go in on double ups this week.
Yeah. If I were to give you any advice that I want you to listen to, is double ups. This is a double ups type of week.
Do it. Get the double up. Get the double up wins. Save that money for the next card.
Yeah.
We get a week off, and then you
We
can
got
do
a
some
banger.
GPPs.
We got a banger card.
Korean Zombie, man, I love his interest. I just love that song he comes out to. I've always been a huge fan.
Yeah.
I've always said too, if I was ever a fighter, that's the song I'd come out to. But as far as fantasy goes here, I mean, if you're gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna get to Rosa at 8.9K. It would probably be a dog or pass as far as DK goes. You're either taking the shot with McMahon, not Vince McMahon, but Sarah McMahon. She's jacked like Vince though. And I think that's probably how you go about this one.
Yeah, I totally agree. 7.3K, man, for the vet seems too low.
How about the Haitian sensation Neil Magny going up against Max Payne Griffin, man? This one should be good. This one should be a banger. What do you got here, man? You gonna take any shots on this one, or you gonna leave it alone?
Hey, man, everybody knows that Neil Magny is my guy. This one is 100% biased pick. Neil Magny has made me too much money in the past to pick against him. And quite frankly, I just think he has Max Griffin covered everywhere, whether it's in the stand-up, the wrestling, or the grappling. Neil Magny is just a better, well-rounded fighter here. Max Griffin has been on a great run, don't get me wrong. But just check out who he's been beating, and then check out who Magny has been going up against. And the rest is history right there.
What?
Yep, that's it. And that's the bottom line.
What? First
Yes, he
round,
will.
what? Second round, what?
Decision.
Decision.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I took.
I'll rock with the decision. But I wouldn't be surprised at a third round TKO because Magny does have some good ground and pound.
Yeah, I mean, just how tall and long this guy is, man.
Makes
It's
it hard.
guys with big reaches in their arms and legs. They always have an advantage in these type of fights. But this is Max Payne. He predicted what did he say, a TKO in round 2 in his interviews. But you got to figure for him, this is his last shot. This is his
Yeah,
last
pretty
shot to
much.
make a run,
Pretty much, man. And he's
right?
been doing good. I mean, he doesn't control what fighters come in front of him, but every fighter they've brought in front of him, he's beat. So definitely can't shit on that. But the strength of schedule is just different.
Yeah. But as far as Max goes, I mean, I personally I think this is his true test. Dana's going to be like, all right, if you can beat Magny, we'll rank you. But yeah, the pick, as you can see there for me, is Magny via decision. But I still think he scores pretty well. I
Oh
still
yeah.
do. So I still think he's very rosterable at 8.8K. If you want to take some shots on the dog, you got some Max Griffin fans out there in Sacramento. 7.4K is really not a bad dog pick too. And even at a loss, this goes to decision. Max's output is crazy. So I think this is another fight where you can take a shot on Max. He loses and he still gets, maybe 40 or maybe 50 fantasy points.
Yeah. He
Right?
could. He could
And
easily.
Neil, if he wins, he can score over 100 in a decision because of the output.
Yep. Output, wrestling, control time.
Right. All
Neil
that
just
stuff.
does it all. And he's 8,800. I honestly expected him to be in the 9Ks. So I'll definitely take a 8,800 Neil Magny.
Now I'm interested to hear to hear this one. Who you got here, man?
Oh,
Mark
man.
Ted DiBiase Decase, the Bone Crusher versus Slava Claus, man.
Oh,
This one, I don't see this one lasting very long, man. I took Slava Claus round 1. Oh man, Mark, man, as soon as that freaking armbar that last fight wasn't even locked in yet, he's already
man.
tapping. I
That
cannot back
pissed
someone like
me off
that.
so freaking bad, man. Because yo, I had too much Diakese that day. I thought he could weather the storm early and just
Right.
handle business, but man, was I wrong. And he ended up tanking a lot of good lineups, man. Slava Claus, though, man, it's that takedown game of Diakese that could make this dicey. And just like Chris Gutierrez, Diakese has never been knocked out, but has he really faced a Slava Claus type power? I mean, he got fucking rocked by Thiago Alves the last time out. And Slava Claus, man, at 8,600, 8,500, something
Slava
like that.
Claus is 8.7K.
That's cheap, man. We just paid 9+ for this dude. That's
Right?
cheap. That's cheap, man, for the way he wins. And he still has good get-ups as well, even if Diakese takes him down. And if Diakese got rocked by Thiago Alves and club and sub, I think Slava can get him out of there.
That's exactly how I looked at it, dude, was his get-up game. You can't keep him down. And if you're backing Slava Claus here, you're backing him because you think he's going to knock him out in the first round. And for 8.7K, that's not a bad price tag. And I cannot back freaking Mark here. I cannot back fighters with bad cardio, 1, and 2. I'm not saying that he has bad cardio, but 2, fighters that have no heart. They'll tap before the hold's even in. Like, I can't do that. Like, freaking Jamal Hill let his arm break, and he still didn't tap.
Man,
you got fighters like that will not give up. Yeah. So I cannot, for the life of me, back Mark here. I'm pretty confident. I know Mark's gonna be fighting for his job, so they say, but you never know.
Yeah.
I like Slava Claus here a lot, man.
Donald Cowboy Cerrone still got a job.
Exactly. So does Sam Alvey.
Oh, Sam Alvey's still on the roster?
I see. He sent me a DM. He got another fight contract.
At this point, I guess
He said, I thought I'd let you know because you keep asking me. because I'm like, dude, are you
Oh,
gonna
man.
retire? Don't retire, Sam. Come on, don't give up.
Man,
I probably shouldn't be egging him on like that.
shout out to Smiling Sam, because I definitely didn't expect that. If
No,
I'm
he's a
being very
huge
honest.
wrestling fan. He's a huge WWE fan. I
Okay.
said, man, you should try out for that. Even your gimmick would work over there. You'd be
Oh,
always
yeah.
smiling when you're putting someone in a finisher.
Hey, forever
You're smiling.
babyface.
Yeah.
I was actually watching WWE Evo, then I saw you were live, and I showed up. That little series they got on Peacock, interviewing
really?
like the different heels and stuff. I was watching a Randy Orton episode.
Oh, nice, dude. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. The production is pretty good.
Oh, yeah. It's Vince McMahon, man. What do you expect? They got Cody Rhodes and Brandy. Easy. I got pictures I got to send you with myself and Brandy. If my wife wasn't there and if Cody wasn't standing on the other side of me, it wasn't that she was more gorgeous in person than she is on TV.
Mm-hmm.
She's so freaking nice.
Oh, word.
So freaking classy.
She seems that way, even though for some reason she gets a lot of hate, but
no,
she's pretty decent at her job, man.
She's a very nice. I mean, she baked her own cookies and brought them into us people that were in line to get pictures with Cody. For God's sakes,
Wow.
Who does that?
Dope. That's dope.
Yeah, I love Brandy, man. I know why Cody married her. I would have done the same thing. Seriously, bro. Yeah, but I'm glad to see both them coming over, man. It's good to be seeing back home.
See how that plays out and how Cody gets treated.
We'll see. They paid a lot for him, so. How about this one? This one, a lot of people are back and forth on. These two guys remind me of the way gas prices are. They remind me of my cars, Easy. They both have empty gas tanks here. Both of these guys. What's your take on this one, man?
I'll give it to my boy Latifi. He'll go a hard 3 rounds still, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Olenek just fuck it for the first round, and then after that, he's like, "Oh well, I tried. Everybody knows I'm old now, anyway. It's time for me to go to bed."
He even looks like his body, his stature. Like he looks like one. You've ever seen one of them old ass chimps in the zoo?
Yeah.
That's what he reminds me of.
Talking about. I mean, the dude has ran. I mean, I am pretty sure this dude has 100 MMA fights.
Oh yeah.
When if you want to know all the fights that we don't know that are on his record, really, he's a legend of the sport, a vet, and I wish he would have transitioned. He could have transitioned over to the UFC earlier. Might have seen him as a champion for a while, but I think Latifi got him here in this spot. And I'm actually happy that I see you on the knockout side of things, because I'm also on the knockout side of things on this spot. Because how do you sub a guy with no neck? That's the real biggest question.
Right.
Like, Latifi literally has no neck. So how do you submit him? Unless you lock up a knee bar or something. But I don't see Latifi getting knee barred here in this spot, or, arm barred or anything.
Did you see his picture there? You see that picture?
I mean,
he's twice as big now as this picture.
Exactly. And
you can't even see his neck anymore.
Yeah, and he's up at heavyweight now. And he is heavy on top position. It's just he doesn't throw no ground and pound or anything, because if he throws 5 strikes, he may gas out.
Here's the thing. I'm taking the guy with they both have horrible cardio, but Olenek was literally in between rounds that last fight, laying down on the ground in between rounds because he was breathing heavy, bro. Yeah, I think that's why I took the 3rd round here, because I think it's not that Olenek sucks or anything like that. His gas tank's going to give up on him, and I think the ref stops it via stoppage in the 3rd round, because like you said, man, the TP can stay active at least for 3 rounds. It wouldn't be smart for him to try and take him down. I think that's probably going to be his game plan, is to keep it on the feet.
He's gonna take Olenek down, and Olenek's gonna let him take him down.
Yeah,
Latifi is big enough. Look, I know you could be as good as you want in jiu-jitsu, but Latifi's a good enough wrestler where he could stay safe and literally just sit on his hips. You sit on his hips and flow wherever he flows, you'll control him for the whole round. That's really one of the best ways you can nullify a jiu-jitsu guy, is just take away the hip movement. watch out for the sweeps and you're good.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's definitely easier said than done, but we've seen Latifi go down there with some dangerous guys and keep
Yeah.
top pressure. The only reason why he can never like keep top pressure for a whole round is the dude doesn't throw any strikes from top. I mean, he could land a submission maybe at some point, but he's just not gonna throw much in a Tanner Boza win. He literally only threw 10 significant strikes in a
Yeah, he
3-round
literally
fight.
he will lay flat on top
Yep.
of him for the
Just
whole
lay,
round if he could.
He'll literally lay and pray. The definition of lay and pray.
So at 8.6K, are you willing to throw Latifi in your lineups, or would you
And
rather
cash
just go
game, hell
Oleinik?
yeah. Cash game, single entry, hell yeah. Because still, the way he fights still pays out in takedowns and control time. And if he could get that late finish, that'll add up, man. On a card where I don't expect to see a lot of fighters score high, but then these are the cards that also out of nowhere, 10 out of the whatever, however many fights end up finishing. But I can see Latifi being one of the highest scorers on this card, as crazy as that sounds.
Yeah, because you get that control time. A lot of people are down on him because he's not active, but he don't need to be. He just needs to lay on him like he always does.
Yep. And people are still not hip to how control time works.
Not when it comes to fantasy. I mean, sports wagering is different, whole different animal.
Oh yeah.
But fantasy wise, time, if you're new to fantasy, control time is huge. You rack up fantasy points. I mean, and it depends on who the ref is. I don't know who the ref's going to be for this fight.
Sometimes, it's better to rack up a 3-round decision with a bunch of control time and takedowns than to get a first-round knockout with the new scoring.
Yep.
Like we've seen a lot of these fighters with heavy control time end up outscoring the first-round knockout fighters.
That's just pure facts. I mean, I'd love and FanDuel, DraftKings, give me the wrestler versus the striker. 9 times out of 10, not all the time. 9 times out of 10, I'm taking the grappler or wrestler just because of how good they score.
Exactly.
I mean, the wrestler or grappler gets 5 takedowns, still loses. You're still sitting there with a 40 or a 50 and a loss. So, all right, this one should be the co-main event. In my opinion, I don't know why JoJo is in the co-main event. I mean, this should be the co-main event right here. Easy. Who you got?
So I'm a City Kickboxing fan.
Here it goes.
I'm a City Kickboxing stan, man. So I gotta give my boy Kai. Look, in a perfect world, Askarov wins this. Ragdolls him through the cage, but Kai got that power, bro.
Yep.
Kai has some of the best power in this division, apart from Davis and Figueiredo. And we still don't know how Askarov really deals with adversity. And if Kai touches him, clean, I think Kai can put him out. But in a perfect world, Askarov should win here. I'll have some sprinkle. I only got one lineup so far, but I may make like 2 or 3 more. And Kai Kara-France is definitely going to be in one of them.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he throws heat, man. I saw that last fight. He threw a couple down the middle that barely missed. And man, if they would have connected, he can kill somebody. Like his power is that fucking good.
Dude has power.
I gotta go with my boy here, Askarov, man. I think he's next in line. I think he probably should have a title shot already, but I think this is just gonna solidify it. I mean, the kid's been looking for one.
Whoever wins this fight is getting a title shot. And
absolutely.
I'm not really a big fan of. Look, I'm a fan of Moreno versus Figgy, but doing it just right now, I'm not really a fan of that. I kind of want to see Askarov or Kai get their opportunity after this one. And then maybe if Moreno comes back in time, because Moreno got some injuries he needs to deal with anyway. But yeah, if Moreno comes back in time, then you could do a part 4 if Figgy's still champ. But give whoever wins here the next opportunity. They've been waiting long enough.
I agree. I mean, I'm gonna take the grappler wrestler here, 9.1K. I'm gonna check the ownership. I mean, if Askarov is chalk, I probably won't get to him. What's that?
I said that's the smart pick for sure.
Yeah, he's 13-0, undefeated. He wants that title shot. I think he's next in line. Now, if he gets it, you know, he could get a here's the thing with Kai Kara though.
Mm-hmm.
When he's on the ground, if you watch his fights, when he's on the ground, a lot of people don't give him credit. He has good defense when it comes to
Yeah.
submissions.
He
A
got
lot of
submitted
people
a lot
slap on submit.
early.
What's that?
He got submitted a lot early. That's why people don't really respect his ground game. But he's worked on it a lot.
Just go watch his last fight. Watch how he fought off all those chokes.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
And
he's definitely
Bontarine
come
is
a long
legit.
ways.
Bontarine is legit on the ground.
Exactly. That's why I put decision on here, because I'm out of respect for France's defense on the ground. He's not going to grapple you or anything, but if he's being grappled, if he's on his back, he's fighting off them subs, man.
Yeah,
So
we saw Roy Val submit him, though his most recent submission loss, but that's because he was rocked. You know, when you get punched in the face, you don't know what's going on. The rear naked choke could get slapped in quick when you're rocked. But when Bontarine was up and he had his wits with him, he was there. Now Askarov's legit. I mean, these Dagestani guys are the best of the best. So I could see Askarov just controlling them for 3 rounds, man. But every fight starts off standing, and my boy Kai Kara, man, I gotta have at least a sprinkle or 2 on him, man, to get that knockout win. Because when he fought Cody Garbrandt and they gave us dog odds on him, he was in 100% of my lineups.
Just out of respect, right?
Yep, hell yeah. Hey, man, keep respecting him in good spots. Keep doing shit out of respect in good spots, and keep giving me Kai Kara at these crazy ass price tags, and I'm gonna keep celebrating every time when he pulls off the win. Now this one right here though is tough for sure, because Askarov is the best of the best in this division.
Yeah, I honestly think he could be the next champion. From what I've seen, man, I can see it. I can see him beating Moreno. I can see him beating Figueroa. Like I can see it. If he can take Kai Kara France's punches here, he can beat Figueroa.
Hell yeah. Because let me see. I want to say Askarov has even already fought Moreno, and they might have went to a draw if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, had to have, because he's 13-0.
Yeah. Let's see. Askarov. Yeah, he went to a draw with Moreno, and that was his UFC debut. So talk about a tough debut right there. The future champion.
All right. Well, I will see. My decision for this one for DraftKings and FanDuel is going to be the ownership, because he's another one that I could roster at captain on FanDuel, Askarov.
Oh yeah,
that could score huge, right? If it goes 3 rounds, he gets a 3rd round submission or even a decision, man. And the way the DraftKings scoring is, I mean,
oh yeah,
I can definitely see him also as like a captain spot on FanDuel. So
definitely.
Are you ready for this one?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Matt Brown, 8.2K. And what do we always say, Easy? These 8.2K versus 8K fighters are always on the optimal.
Always.
You got the hometown boy, Matt Brown, coming off a devastating knockout. He knocked him out clean, man. Versus Brian Barberena. Now he looks like a freaking hobo person that hasn't bathed in like a year and a half, but he's so soft spoken. He's a family man. I have Matt Brown here. I'm gonna, just out of respect for Barberena's chin, I'm gonna give it round 2. I think Matt Brown gets it done here in his hometown at 8.2K and crushes that price tag. But I will have some Barberena also. I'm going to play 5 lineups. This is the fight, you guys, that you have to get a piece of in your lineups in order, I think, to take down. It's always this price range. What do you think here, Easy?
I'd be shocked if one of these fighters was not on the optimal lineup. Like, there's no way around it. Every single lineup I built, I want one side of this fight. Every single lineup, I want one side of this fight. I'm siding with Matt Brown as well because, man, them elbows are still lethal. Woo. Everything can, as you age, everything can go. but power is the last thing that leaves. That's why you see heavyweights can fight all the way up to like hell. Olynyk is 45 pretty much, and them elbows are lethal. He does have some wrestling in him too, and I could see a clubbing sub here to be honest. And Barberena, man, with all the injuries and surgeries, I think all of that
Yeah,
brought
that's
up to
right.
him. And with Matt Brown still having some pop in his hands, Jason Witt, I mean, the performance of Jason Witt, and I know Jason Witt is a friend of the channel and a good buddy. He's a good dude, but what Jason Witt did to Barberena just got me looking at Barberena different ever
Right.
since that. And I think Matt Diablo Brown, man, is just going to handle business here. But this is a lineup where I want a share of this lineup in this matchup in every lineup that I do.
I think I think you have to. It's every week. It's every card. Because nobody wants to touch it. It's going to be low owned because they're priced just about the same for a reason. But they're always on the freaking optimal. Easy can back me up on this.
Oh hell yeah! And more often than not, the AK fighter tends to win more often than you think. But every now and again, the 8200 fighter wins. Last week, once again, the AK fighter won in Arnold Allen. Starched Dan Hooker.
I'm so pissed about that because I got talked off of Allen, man. I picked Allen and then everyone talked him off of me.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that one stung.
I was scared. I'm a city kickboxing bias, man. I had to rock with my boy Hooker personally, and Hooker looked good and everything looked good, but man, his chin is just not the same anymore.
Hooker did not look good, dude.
I'm talking about like through the weigh-ins and everything. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Weight cut well, but once those punches started landing, he did not respond well at all.
And Arnold Allen, that's not how he fights either.
Allen unloaded the clip, boy.
Bro, that's not how he fights.
I have never seen Arnold Allen go that crazy. Because look, Arnold Allen, his best DFS score was an 87 before that.
Yep.
Like,
that's what I'm saying, dude.
It's almost like he smelled blood and was like, "Oh hell yeah, this the moment I was waiting on." Shit, shout out Jigga Josh, you had the right fighter there.
He did. I saw it too, man. And maybe that's what he did with all that time off. He's like, I'm gonna go out there and knock some heads off in that first round.
Hell yeah. But yeah, Matt Brown, man, he looks good here. Must have fight of the card if I were to give one.
Yep, 100% agree. All right, easy.
Not so much of a must-have fight.
Here's another dog I'm going to take a chance on. Let me explain why.
Okay.
Joanne Wood, 7.2K. Alexa Grasso, gorgeous woman, 9K. Joanne has that volume. Easy. Go and look at her scores, even in losses. Not recently. But
really, you can argue that really her worst performance was her last fight against Santos, but we've kind of learned that Talia Santos is a fucking beast.
Yes.
Like,
exactly.
Talia Santos doesn't get the respect she deserves. I was one of those people as well because of her first loss in the UFC to Mara Borella or some shit like that. But that lady is legit, and she might give okay, I might be going a little too far saying she might give Valentina some problems.
I don't think you are. I think she's a problem.
Yeah, but her fight with Valentina will be very interesting. But we cannot, discredit Joanne Wood because of that last fight. Because I promise you, Talia Santos starches Alexa Grasso. I promise.
Oh, yeah.
And Joanne Wood fights the best of the best. And the judges kind of fucked with her record as well, because I can argue that a lot of the splits she has lost, she should have won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the thing too, man, Wood, she's aged, man. She's been through. Wood does not. She looks like she's aged 10 years in the last 2 years. But I think Grasso's kind of small for the division, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But Joanne has that freaking, and what we want is strikes. She throws a lot of volume. She throws a lot of those kicks to keep them at distance.
Yep.
And at 7.2K, if I'm not having Maya in my lineups as a dog, I'm taking Wood here. And if she loses in a 3-round fight, which I predicted here, a loss in a 3-round fight, I think she still gets a good score for the volume that she puts out.
I can already tell you my one lineup has Joanne Wood and Sarah McMahon on it.
There we go.
And when I tell you, once you plug those two in and you add Matt Brown to it, you can pick any fighter that you want.
And that's how I got to the Russian. That's how I got to Curtis Blaydes.
Exactly. Like those two can serve a great purpose this week. And if Joanne Wood and Sarah McMahon come through, I'm taking me an early trip. I'm somehow opening the bank on Sunday.
Exactly. I mean, you're taking Wood thinking she's going to lose and get you a good fantasy score, which as well you should in this fight because Grasso doesn't have knockout power. No. Santos is a freaking beast. She's going to give Valentina a good fucking fight. Now, Wood, this 3 rounds, I say Wood probably rips off 150 significant strikes here. And if she wins, like Easy was just saying, you guys, you might be looking at some takedown city here.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Hell yeah.
7.2K. I'm taking a shot. I'm not paying 9K for Grasso for a decision win. She does not have a lot of output. She's got good grappling, good wrestling. She's just low volume.
But
she's low volume.
Joanne Wood's not a fish out of the water on the ground either. Not a fish out of water on the ground. So
on her back, she's throwing those elbows. She's throwing punches off her back.
And she could get up. She could get sweeps, reversals as well. I think Joanne Wood's kind of getting a little too disrespected here.
Yeah, I think the line's too wide for one. I think the price tags are too wide. And
like, do I think she should be a favorite? Probably not.
No,
not this big of an underdog.
Exactly. And as you're looking at my picks here, I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, I picked all the favorites.
But that's literally how this card goes.
That's how it's going.
Literally how this card goes. You just got to take a shot on DFS because you need an underdog to make your lineups work.
So yeah, my two dogs that I'm going in on is going to be JoJo Wood and Maya. That's it. Those are my 2 dogs that I'm taking. Maybe I might take other ones, but I pay easy. I'm going to play 5 lineups for the DFS club. I'm going to throw out 5 lineups.
Okay.
So I will have McMahon probably in one of them. But let's get to this last one, dude. Let's get to the main event. I mean, you want to talk about DFS gold. You want to talk about someone who took down your boy, the Russian, what, 15 times? 15 times, was it?
Yeah. 14, 15, something
My
like
God,
that.
he scored like 170 fantasy points that night. Curtis Razor Blaydes.
Yes, sir.
I got to assume he's the must-get-to here. Because if you fade him, he goes 3 rounds with Daukaus, takes him down 15 times, you're dead. Your lineup is dead if you don't have this man in it. What do you think?
I actually thought he'd be the 95 or $9,600 guy in this week, and I'd have to think of ways to get to him. But 9,200 is way too affordable. And like you said, DFS gold, man. Curtis Blaydes, he's gonna get takedown after takedown. He's gonna land some nasty ground and pound. Chris Daukaus, his cardio is non-existent. Yeah, his cardio is non-existent. I see this fight ending in the second. I'll probably say I'm gonna have some sprinkles on round 2, 3, and 4. Don't see this fight going past the 4th round. And if you like Daukaus and you're betting, you might as well just bet him for a first round knockout because that's the only way I see him winning this fight. And Curtis Blaydes does have a glass chin. But Curtis Blaydes' only losses are to Francis Ngannou twice and Derek Lewis. I mean,
Derek Lewis.
Yeah, how glass is that chin really?
I don't know if it is because Derek Lewis can knock out anybody on this planet with one shot.
Exactly. Francis Ngannou can knock out anybody with one shot. So it's definitely up for debate. But yeah, I still say his chin isn't the greatest, and I wouldn't want to rely on it. But this is not the matchup where he gets tested like that.
So for fantasy purposes, we're going all in on Blaydes. But if sports
Right.
wagering, I mean, if you think Daukaus is going to win this fight, the only way you're betting it is first round knockout
First round knockout. Yep. That's the
because
only
that's
way
his
I
only
really
path.
see him winning. Now, if you got one of those books that offer double chances, then go for a knockout or decision. But I just don't see him winning a decision against Curtis Blaydes. It's impossible to think it'll happen.
A decision,
Yeah.
you know what? I don't even know what that would be. What the line is on that? Put a dollar on it. It'd be the same chances of winning the lottery, guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Daukaus by decision. Probably
If you like Daukaus by decision, you might as well bet for a draw in this fight as well.
exactly right.
You might as well take a sprinkle in that because, oh man, this it's Blaydes for me, man. Like I'm trying to even think of ways to give Daukaus a shot, but everything just points to Curtis Blaydes. Like this is Blaydes' fight to lose. This is Blaydes' get back on a win streak. You did well, taking down Jairzinho Rosenstrike and keeping him down. Just survive now. Get through another win streak, and we'll feed you back to Francis Ngannou.
That's got to be the fight. This is his tune-up fight for his chance at Francis right here.
Yep. Which 9 times out of 10, Francis will knock him out for a third time.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. So that's all the fights, man. Did you plug yours in? How can people find you on Tapology?
I want to say is DFS Whisper Easy. Actually, I try to keep it simple where everybody can find me as easy as they can.
Like your name, brother. Like your name.
Exactly.
Anything you wanna plug? I know you want to plug some stuff. I know you got some new stuff coming out. You just put some new stuff out today.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. YouTube channel DFS Whispers. Check us out. Daily NBA content. Got MMA content over there as well. I'm gonna try to dive into the MLB streets this season.
Oh, you better.
I'm nothing like your boy Skywalker, but every now and again, one thing I am good at is finding a trash pitcher that'll do well on a slate. That just feels like that's my superpower. Like I always nail that 6K pitcher that goes off every slate. But yeah, MLB, I'm gonna try it. Also got the Behind the Kappa shows, the interview-based show. Also started a new show with the online fight commentary, just adding a little bit more comedy into the shows. And if you want to chat to me, just hit me up on Twitter at DFS Whispers. Short form videos are on TikTok, DFS Whispers as well. Got to get back more active on TikTok because the numbers over there go crazy sometimes.
What?
Yeah. And that's the bottom line because
what?
That's so.
What? Easy.
Yeah.
What if they want to play Prize Picks? What promo code should they use?
Use promo code Whisper. Get 100% of your first deposit matched up to $100.
What?
Win you some 10x of your money, man. It doesn't get any better than that.
That's what's up, man. Use that promo code. What is it again?
Whisper.
That doesn't get any simpler than that. Jigga Josh. Great man. God bless you, dude. Jigga Josh, he's never misses a freaking stream, man.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat watching live, man. Sticking with us till 3 a.m. in the East Coast.
Hell, you guys are the real ones. And you know what? You guys are devoted, and it's mostly the DFS club, but you know what? You guys want to win. This is how bad we want to win, man. We're up grinding at 3 a.m. the night before fights, bro.
Hell yeah. You got to beat your competition.
Exactly.
You got to outwork them. You got to show them that you want it more.
Mm-hmm. It's called baptism under fire, my man. When you're out of breath, you cannot breathe. You can't feel your arms anymore, and you just got to keep on swinging, man. That's baptism under fire.
And you still go in and plug Sarah McMahon on a lineup. Knowing he could possibly quit. Oh, this is going to be interesting tomorrow.
Yeah, it is. You know what? I'm going to enjoy it. It's the last one for, Easter weekend, and then they'll be back. Fuck this card. But thank you so much, Easy. It's not a show without you, man. It really isn't. I appreciate you jumping on. I know
man,
it's
it was a
3
lot of
hours
fun.
over there in Georgia for you.
Hey, I have a lot of fun doing these, man.
So do I. I wish I can do them every day. But it is what it is, man. So I'm gonna do one first look video and then
Yeah,
the live look before. So
hell yeah. I'm gonna try to start putting my MMA videos out a lot earlier in the week too. So
yeah,
that I can, compare the takes when I get on here, see where I'm still on the same side and where I might be different on. Because weigh-ins can change a lot at times too.
exactly. It takes up your whole. I'm gonna warn you. It takes up your whole weekend.
Man, I know
Except
about
for
it.
this coming up week, you'll have a whole week to watch fight tape because there's no card on Saturday. So
Hey, the
there you
grind,
go.
the grind never stops. We may not have a card, but I'm over here watching the old Pride PPV.
Yeah, exactly. You got Fight Pass and shit. You can watch so many other
Oh, wait,
promotions
it's
going.
WrestleMania weekend too, so you
There
got
you
that
go.
as well.
Dana White did not want to compete with that.
Hell no. Smart man. Smart man.
Yeah,
You
him and
don't
Vince
wanna
are friends, man.
yeah, they're all connected. I mean, they're all connected, making all the fucking money in the world.
And so will we, my friend. So will all of us. You guys included, man.
Hell
So
yeah.
that's it for the show. I'm sure Easy's got to get to bed. It's still early here on the West Coast. Throw it up, West Side. It's only 12:30 a.m. here, guys. I'm just getting started. Easy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. I
No
appreciate
problem,
your
man.
insight. AJ, I know he's back there. He might be passed out by now in that nice shirt he's wearing.
Most likely.
Can't blame him, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys that came through for the live. If you're watching the replay, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave us a comment down below. Let me know who your dogs are and why you're picking those dogs. And that's gonna do it, guys. I'm out. Easy's out. Whisper Squad.